Hi, this is Peter for The Movable Chef. This Friday we're making a whiskey smash. This is a fantastic, refreshing summertime drink based off of bourbon. If you know what a whiskey smash is, great. If those words don't make sense to you, refreshing summertime bourbon, stick with me for just a minute. To start the drink off, we need half a lemon, chunked, so cut in half, and then that half cut into quarters. You don't have to worry too much because it's all going to get mashed up. And we need a sprig of mint, a pretty good sized handful of mint leaves if you're buying it at the store, or a full branch if you're growing your own at home. This goes into a cocktail shaker and will be muddled. I usually put the mint in first because you want it to get muddled and bruised, but you don't want it to get too torn up. Lemon chunks on top, and about, I'd say, an ounce of simple syrup. If you don't have simple syrup but do have castor sugar, which is a finely ground granulated sugar, you could use that and a tablespoon or two of water. If you've got granulated sugar, just make simple syrup. Equal ratio by weight of water to sugar. Make the water hot, stir it up, simple syrup. You don't even have to boil it. I have the simple syrup, the lemons, and the mint in the shaker cup, and I'm going to muddle it. I have a muddle. If you don't have a muddle, you can use a variety of things. Wooden spoons worked well. A broomstick cut off and have all the nasty paint sanded off of it. I used this for years. You want to use something that's either wood or is tipped with a silicone tip, because a metal spoon is just going to shred and tear those mint leaves too much, and then you get lots of little bitter mint leaves in your cocktail. You just want them crushed. You don't really want to tear them up too much. So I've pressed this. You want to press all the juice out of the lemons, so it's lemon juice is free floating. And you want the mint to be bruised a bit. I'm not sure if you can see that. Then in go a couple dashes of bitters. I'm using Angostura. You don't need the licorice flavors or overtones of Peychaud's. A blood orange or orange bitters isn't really going to add a lot to this, so Angostura is a good choice. And a couple ounces of bourbon. The bourbon I'm using here is probably a little nicer than usually used for a cocktail. I would usually use more of a mixing bourbon than a sipping bourbon, but this is what I have on hand, so that's what I'm using. And then finally, you're going to add a couple cups of ice to the shaker, and you want to shake this well. The idea of shaking it well is a few-fold. You're melting those flavors together. You're chilling the drink. You're also diluting it because this is pure, 92, 94 proof bourbon. You actually want to get some of that ice to melt, dilute it a little bit, and give you a good pour. So now we're going to shake this for about 30 to 45 seconds, vigorously, and then strain over fresh ice into a double highball glass. So we've got fresh ice in the glass already, and we're going to strain this in. There's enough material in the shaker in terms of mint leaves and lemons that you need to work to get it all out a little bit. But shake it a little bit as you're pouring, and you'll see that is just about a perfect pour. If you want to garnish this, it doesn't need more lemon, but you could break the mint stem, cut it off at the right length, and use this as your garnish. A little mint leaf on top, and there you go. That's a whiskey smash, if I may. Well, that's fantastic. If you didn't get the recipe, we have it available at themovablechef.com. Thanks a lot.